guys, it's Gina. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about rereads. Yes, rereads. We all love to reread books for various different reasons, and today's video is really mainly just going to be a discussion about why I like to reread books and kind of go into my plans for rereading stuff in 2016, because there are quite a few books that I would like to reread this year. So first, I just want to kind of go through my thoughts on rereading and why I enjoy rereading. So there are a few points that I have with rereading and why I enjoy it and why I think it's good to reread books. I know some people kind of have a whole, I'm not gonna reread this, like why would you reread it if you've already read it, you know the story, you know what's gonna happen, there's so many other books out there. Well, it's just like a movie. Why would you go and see a movie again? So you can revisit that world and revisit those characters and get lost in it again, and just it's incredible what you can figure out and what you see by rereading something that you might have either missed the first time around or that maybe you forgot. I can't tell you how many times I've reread the Harry Potter series. I've only read Deathly Hallows twice, but the first couple of books I've read multiple times, and every single time it's something new. I find something new, or I remember something that I forgot because I have the movies in my head, because I've seen those more than I've read the books, but the books are just so amazing and fantastic and magical and wonderful, and it's not just Harry Potter, it's any book that you love that you decide to reread. Another good thing about rereads is that they can get you out of a slumpy mood, and I definitely know this one because I've kind of been slumpy this past month or so, and I reread Anna and the French Kiss, and it pulled me out, and I'm ready to read, and I'm reading things and listening to audiobooks again at work, and it is pretty fantastic. So rereading, if you are slumpy, sometimes rereading an old favorite or an old reliable, it can bring you out of that slump and let you start reading new things again. And it's just, rereading all around is pretty fantastic. And I have quite a few books that I want to reread this year. I'm not going to list them or anything because honestly I can't even think of them off the top of my head. I have an idea of what I want to reread, and there's some series that I want to start rereading, and I'm pretty excited to do this. The only downfall with rereading books is that Goodreads only counts a reread if you either change the date on your original review or if you read another edition. So you have multiple editions on your books on Goodreads. I don't like doing multiple editions because then it clouds up my read list or bookshelf, and I don't like having multiples of the same book unless it's something different. Like Harry Potter is different. I have the original Harry Potter, and then I have the illustrated Harry Potter, and then I have the Italian Harry Potter. So those are different. If they're different enough to deserve their own book or their own edition, their own review, then yeah, go for it. I personally don't like doing multiple editions of books when I reread them. I know some people do, and that's great if that's what works for you. I find it a little too muddy with my bookshelves, because my bookshelves are already a mess because I have way too many books on my to read, which is why I switched it and put an interested shelf and made it exclusive. That way my to read is stuff that I definitely know I want to read, and then my interested is stuff that I kind of want to read but maybe not really. And it's just, it gets tricky, it gets complicated. Last year I did a lot of rereads and I just changed the date from my original review, and that is because when I first started with Goodreads I didn't do reviews. I might have did star ratings, but I didn't actually write in the review blurb, so it didn't really matter that I was changing the date. At least it didn't matter to me. But now that I'm starting to reread stuff that I do have a written review on, it bugs me. I don't want to change the original date read, because then it looks like my review is with a different date and it's not really completely true. So I'm not counting rereads towards my Goodreads goal this year. That's another reason why I put my Goodreads goal at 50 instead of 100, because I don't want to jump around loops or anything. So if I reread something that I already have a written review on, then I'm just going to update the review after I've read it. I probably won't even put it on my currently reading just because I know it's not going to count, so why? If it's a longer book, I might. That I haven't really figured out if I'm gonna do yet. I didn't with Anna and the French Kiss, and it'll be interesting. I do have my own personal log of what I'm reading and kind of everything, so it'll be really interesting now that I've started my rereads to see how my personal log and my Goodreads log kind of split, and have my personal log keep growing and Goodreads kind of stay the same. It'll be interesting. However, if they are books that I read a long time ago or books that I read that I didn't write a review for, I will just change the read date because might as well. I don't have anything written in it, and chances are I'm rereading it because I don't remember it at all. So those rereads I will count towards my Goodreads goal, but I'm still also going to count them as rereads, if that makes any sense. Because Goodreads, for whatever reason, hates rereads. And that is really all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments your thoughts and discussion on rereads. I'd love to talk with you guys. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.